Spider Farmer has a 2025 update for their inline fan. Let's check it out. Inside the box for the 6-inch fan, we've got our RJ12 cables here, and this is what we're going to use to connect the fan to the GGS controller system. Then we'll be able to control that all remotely. We've got some Velcro cord wraps there, a mounting bracket with the screws, and here are our connectors. This is where we will connect the temperature and the humidity sensors. You can connect the fan and the light to the box there on the right, and you got an extra connector there on the left. That is where the RJ12 cords will go. But to figure it out, we've got the user manual, and of course we've got the display unit there in the cardboard box. We'll get to that in a second. In the little baggie, we've got the kind of cord wraps or whatever to attach the fan, and of course your power cord. So that's what comes in the box for the 6-inch Spider Farmer fan. All right, let's take a look here at the actual display control unit. It's got your screen here. It will backlight with LCDs once we power it up. Got your knob here, spin-free knob, and 2 buttons. Let's open it up to look at the connections here. Oh gosh, it's hooked in there. Eesh. Okay. That's where we connect our RJ12 cords, the Ethernet, SD card, power cord, and mounting options here on the back. All right. I am rocking the new 2025 Spider Farmer inline fan. It's both 4 and a 6-inch. I'm rocking the 6-inch, but it's got a new controller layout, and it works with the GGS controller system. So if I want to control all of this from my phone, I definitely can. All right, to set it up is I've got my power cord going out of the tent, but I don't want to plug it in yet because it'll turn on full speed. You want to get your controller attached first. So let's do that. And the first part of doing that is you would take this piece right here. You take your RJ12, connect it in there. You run this as far as you need out of your tent, or just right here, so I don't have a whole bunch of extra cord laid out. But yeah, you would take it, device number 1. That's where you're going directly from the fan, RJ12, right into device number 1. So the next part of hooking this up is we need to get our temp, humidity, and light sensor plugged in. And there is a special cord in the box, actually. I mean, of all the RJ12 connectors, there is one that has this plastic, well, rubber piece on the end, and that is the one we're going to use for the sensor to connect, because it's actually going to cap over it in case of any spillage, help protect it from moisture. But yeah, let's get that hooked up. So if we look back at the bottom here, we've got device number 2. Going to run our RJ12 cord into that. Bink. And then we're going to take the other end, like I just said, and connect that to the temperature, humidity, and light sensor. Plug that in there, and then again that little rubber cap just fits on right over like that, nice and snug, no spills, no worries. All right, let's power this thing on here. Boom. All right, there we go. Zoom in a little bit here, read some of the options that we're getting. Okay, so got your time, got your air temp, VPD, air humidity, and some other devices that we could plug into this controller and control in the future as well. But right now we're just dealing with the fan. Now, air temp 23.3, that is in Celsius, and I want that in Fahrenheit. So there's a little slider bar down here. You can see the little orange bar right there. There's really 3 main screens to this, and you get through them from spinning the dial. So of course, let's spin that screen number 2, spin again, that's screen number 3. So 1, 2, 3, back to 1. Okay, 1 is the main control area, and again, the air temp, I want to switch that to I want to switch that from Celsius over to Fahrenheit. So we're going to go to screen 3, and we see temperature unit here. All you need to do is just push the button, you see the orange line underneath it, and if you scroll, you'll see the orange line moving to let you know which one you're doing. But temperature unit, I want that, so I'm going to push the button there. The C is now highlighted orange. If I spin the dial, switches it to F to Fahrenheit. Hit the button again, lock it in, make sure it's white. And if I go back to the main screen here, you can hit the back button down here. Sweet. Okay, it is on Fahrenheit for me now. So that worked. But let's go to the second screen here. This is where you would control your lights, blower, inline fan, that's what we're using. It's currently off. The fan, the oscillating fans, and you got the different power strips that spiderfarmer makes for the GGS system. But option number 2, the blower, is what we want. So we're in this screen. We're going to hit the button to get into it. You now see the orange ring around light. Spin it, get it over to blower. I'm going to push the button again to select that. And mode options are manual or time period, temperature priority, humidity priority, manual. We're just going to leave it on manual for now, so I'm going to lock that in. But I'm going to go down to operation speed, press the button. I'm going to turn it up to 25 and call it good there for now. So back button gets us to the screen here, and we can go to the control panel there. All right, so screen 1, screen 2, screen 3. This is where you would change a bunch of things. Your temperature units. You can do the environmental set. If you run into there, you could start it at certain times during the day. There's also a temperature trigger, a night trigger, and humidity triggers in here that you can set CO2 as well for when this exhaust fan is going to kick on or kick off. Time set, again, time if you're using this for a timer for your light up here, very important to set the time. Just go into there, you set the date, the time, everything that you need. I'm just going to leave this alone for now. Language, sensor calibration, screen timeout. Mine is set to never because I just want to leave it on, but if you go in there, you could change it to a minute. This will go off 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5. You get the idea there. I'll leave mine on never. The ketone, I have that turned off. That's why it's not beeping every time I turn this or hit a button. Easy firmware upgrade options right there. And the factory data reset. So, all right, that is really the tour of the controller for this fan, for the lights, for the blowers. Blower's what we're using right now though, so that's what I'm keying in on. There'll be another video with more of the features though. So I'm stoked to have the upgraded 2025 version of the 6-inch inline fan from spiderfarmer. I'm going to put that into the tent right now, put it to the test, and again, all of those fans that I've had over the years, they're still working. Inline fans are kind of one of those things that just keep on working. So I imagine this one will be working until the next upgrade. And when that happens, stay locked here on the Chad Westport YouTube channel because I will make a video. If you're looking for gear or merch from me, chadwestport.com is the place to go. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, let me know what your experience has been with these fans, which model you're rocking. Let me know down in the comments. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope y'all have a great day. And remember everybody, to party on.